was a pick that caused a rift across the country. But after a historic vote, Betsy DeVos is now Secretary of Education.
And it's causing concern for local education leaders. DeVos is a billionaire criticized for her lack of experience in education, more specifically public education, since neither she nor her children ever attended a public school. Both the head of the Hawaii State Department of Education and the Teachers Union tell us that's something that worries them.
They say the school model DeVos supports could have a negative impact on our public schools here in Hawaii. Betsy DeVos has long been an advocate of charter schools and school vouchers. Let's start off with school vouchers. That would mean parents who would rather send their child to a private school instead of a public school could get a voucher from the state to use towards paying tuition. Or instead of a voucher, parents would get a tax credit, or the money would be placed into an education savings account for the student. Money the state would have otherwise spent or allocated to pay for the child's public school education, ranging from hundreds to even thousands of dollars. Currently, 15 states and Washington, D.C. have the school voucher program.
Traditionally, Hawaii has not been a voucher state.
But if Hawaii joins in, then some worry that fewer kids would attend our public schools, which equals less money for the DOE.
One of my fears is this. Hawaii schools are already underfunded. We already have a teacher shortage. If we try to privatize the system in Hawaii, our public school system will break. There's just not enough funding.
It's hard to say, you know, if a whole voucher movement comes through, how will that impact our schools? It just depends on what that looks like.
What that will do is it will wreck the public education system. And if you just look at the model, look at what happened in Michigan, and to see the dilapidated state that Detroit school systems are currently in.
As for charter schools, they're essentially privately run, but paid for with taxpayer money. And because they're run like a private school, they don't have to follow all of the DOE's guidelines.
She is supportive of charter schools, and we have, I think, a good, robust charter school movement here. But I'm not sure what her specific ideas are, as charter schools are mostly a state law function.
As for Common Core, there are varying opinions on whether it works. The goal of Common Core is to have every school district follow the same national standards rather than basing it on students' performance and needs. While campaigning for president, Donald Trump said Common Core is a disaster and that he wants to end it.
The Common Core standards are really adopted by states, and Hawaii has adopted the Common Core standards. There's no indication that we'll be moving off of that. Schools are really focused on that.
And it's too early to say what exactly will happen and what impact DeVos will have on Hawaii's public education system. But we will keep following up and we will let you know.